Hey, this is Dark Training Gas, and this is the second part of my revisited typing video. Pretty much what I'm about to talk about is, if you didn't already see one of the first two videos, I'm going back over the new typings that are in Sun and Moon, as well as the revisited typings that are in Sun and Moon. So in Sun and Moon, there's been a lot of new typings added. Some typings that were originally just lone typings are exclusive to one Pokemon or maybe two. Some of those typings have been revisited. Now new Pokemon have been added to those typing categories. So I sat here and I made a list because that's the type of stuff I do. You know what I mean? Alright, so the first one on this list is the normal psychic typing. I believe this normal psychic typing was originally only for Girafarig. Why can't I can't tip with the heck? There we go. Yeah, I believe it was only Girafarig that had the normal psychic typing. Normal psychic typing is one of the best typings on the game. There's a new Pokemon, I believe his name is a Ranguru, that carries this typing as well. As you can see, is a whole lot of neutrality. Mad neutrality, one resistance, which is psychic, one complete immunity, and a weakness to bug and dark, which really that weakness is to dark because bugs are not as common. I know we got that new bug type, I forget his name, Rabambi is the new bug typing, and Rabambi looks like it's gonna be a promising bug type. With the other than that, the only major bug threat, in my opinion, would be crap, can't think of his name right now. The Blue Beetle, you know what I mean, Blue Beetle, my home Blue Beetle. I can't think of his name right now. Brain farting. Basically, with this new typing, whatever Pokemon gets it is definitely gonna be a defensive wall. This is definitely a defensive typing. Offensively, normal doesn't have a whole lot aside from return, Hyper Beam, which is not as commonly used because of the recharge, and I guess you can go with Hyper Voice, but that's more notably with fairy types because of Pixelate. So I really see this as a defensive typing. You can switch it on ghost types if you need to. Pretty much any other typing is either gonna be neutral or resistant towards it. Only things you really gotta avoid is dark and bug types, and then everything gets U-turn, but I don't think a U-turn non-stab is gonna take out a Pokemon that's defensive with this typing. This is definitely one of the best typings in the game. I didn't expect it to be as awesome as it is. I'm contemplating. I'm sure there's like some broken typing that I've never ran against. I think it'll be bug in normal. I'll make another video based on that, but basically, I don't think there is a bug normal type, and I think bug and normal, when added to any typing, bring a lot of resistances and a lot of neutrals. I'm not sure why. I think it's because normal is the ultimate typing in everybody's opinion, and then bug is that typing that just has terrible weaknesses but crazy resistances. So I think when the two of them are combined, it's gonna be something ugly, something really ugly, and I'm with it definitely. Okay, so the next one here is the ghost ground typing. I think before this was only my boy Golurk was the only one with the ghost ground typing before Sun and Moon came out. There's actually, I think, two Pokemon with ghost ground typing now, and the ghost ground typing is a nice typing. It has three immunities, which I think is ridiculous. It has three immunities. It's immune to fighting in normal from that ghost typing, and it has electricity immunity because it's ground, but it picked up all the weaknesses of both typings. So it's weak to water, it's weak to grass, it's weak to ice. That's of course from the ground typing. It's also weak to dark and ghost. Of course, that is from the ghost typing. It has a 4 times resistance to poison because both ghost and ground resist poison, and neutrals, straight neutrals, a good amount of neutrals here, 6. The typing could have less weaknesses, but it definitely does balance with its typings. I can honestly say there's nothing here that I didn't expect when looking at these two typings. It's definitely weakness wise, I didn't expect anything different. Oh, I forgot it does have 2 resistances to bug and rock, so that's also not bad either. But the typing is definitely an offensive typing. Ground types have been notably defensive monsters with huge attack. Garchomp, Hippowdon, so it's definitely 2 very offensive typings, which means whatever mon gets this is definitely going to be best used in an offensive fashion. Golurk happens to be a bulky offensive monster, so it can take a couple hits, but it's going to basically dish mad damage back. That's what Golurk has been known for. Just come in, be slow, take some hits, dish some hits back. And that seems to be what this entire generation seems to be about. I think there's about 3 fast Pokemon in this entire generation. Maybe 3, maybe 4 if I'm thinking about it. Even the legendaries are slow. So I'm thinking that this is definitely going to be a defensive wall generation. I see a lot of stall kill, but with the amount of defensive monsters, I'm sure stall will be used some way. I've seen them add some abilities that kind of take the need for stall away. I don't want to ruin it, but there's a lot of good abilities in this generation. A lot of good abilities. Next up is the rock flying typing. I think there are 2 Pokemon that have rock flying. Aerodactyl and who else has rock flying? Oh, the other fossil Pokemon, the freaking weird looking chicken thing. So basically, this one right, this typing right here is definitely a frail typing. It's great offensively. Rock typing is ridiculous offensive monster typing. It has a lot of weaknesses, but it's a great offensive typing. Flying is also a good offensive typing, especially with the introduction of Brave Bird. And in the rock type, you also get Head Smash. So yeah, this definitely is great. It has a lot of resistances. Because of flying typing, it cannot be hit by ground. And there's a really good amount of neutral hits. So this typing does look nice. Of course, it has that 5 weaknesses, which makes it definitely better for offense. With 5 different ways to take something out, you definitely want just offense with that. Unless you're dealing with an extremely bulky monster. But the resistances, they come in nice. It can come in and take a couple of resisted hits and then dish back some damage. So this typing is definitely some of these typings definitely work out better in the offensive standpoint than defensive, especially considering movesets. So on to my next one, which is the Dragon Fire typing. This typing was originally only exclusive to Charizard X. It's an interesting typing. The reason why it's so interesting is because the Dragon typing brings so many resistances to the game. When you mix that with a fire typing, which also has a good amount of resistances, you get a very resistant creature. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistances, 2 4 times resistance because both fire and dragon resist grass and fire. So now you have a 4 times resistance to fire, you have a 4 times resistance to grass, 2 times electricity, 2 times the bug, and 2 times the steel, with neutrals straight across the board, and 3 notable weaknesses. The rock typing, I've noticed rock type attacks don't really take out dragon fire types as well as you would think, so I'm not going to really pay that any attention. Ground and dragon is definitely your route to take this out. This typing here really does not want to see a ground type hit, and of course dragons don't want to deal with dragons. So, that's what I go with. That's what I go with when I'm dealing with a dragon fire. I actually wasn't even aware they were weak to rock type attacks because I've Stone Edged Charizard X and he just swallowed it. But he's very defensive, so I guess that would be why. Okay, so next typing will be the Ghost Fairy typing. I believe this is the first of its kind. Ghost Fairy. I think Ghost Fairy should have been in the new typing list, and I'm going to cover it anyway right here. It should have been in the new typing list. I don't think Ghost Fairy has another, unless I'm missing something. There's got to be a reason why I looked right past it. But yeah, Ghost Fairy is definitely. Oh my god, Yeah, this typing's not in the game. This is definitely new to the game. But this is a crazy typing. This typing is I can talk about Mimikyu. It's a revealed Pokemon. But this is Mimikyu's typing, the Ghost Fairy typing. I didn't realize how amazing this typing is. It's 3 immunities: Dragon, Fighting, Normal. Resistance is straight across the board, even to Poison, which is a notable fairy killer. Then it has a 4 times resistance to Bug, only 2 weaknesses: Ghost, which hits like a truck, and Steel, which hits like a truck. But from the stats I've seen from Mimikyu, it definitely can deal with Ghost and Steel. This is actually interesting. I'm surprised I missed it in my new video, my new typings video. But this is interesting. This would have been great. This is going to be great. I kind of am looking forward to seeing Mimikyu now. At first, I was kind of not interested in it. I'm not going to lie to you. Just not interested. But this is definitely going to be something interesting to look at. The next typing will be the Water Psychic typing. Who has Water Psychic that I can think of? Oh, my man Slowbro. Alright, Slowbro has the Water Psychic typing. I think he's the only one besides his brother, which is Slowking. The Water Psychic typing is a nice typing. I would say this is a better offensive typing than defensive, but then you have Slowbro and Slowking who've been rocking this typing for so long, and they do work with it. So, with that being said, this typing has 5 weaknesses. It has 6 resistances and then neutrals across the board. The weakness to Grass, I don't really understand, because grass is no, never mind. Yeah, Grass is resisted by Psychic, so you would think it'd be neutral. But, that's one of them situations that I guess Game Freak just said, nope, we're going to give it that, because this really should have 4 weaknesses, in my opinion. It should not have 5 weaknesses. And 1 weakness can mean a lot, trust me. So then you have your electric weakness, bug weakness. So pretty much you just retained all the weaknesses from Psychic, to be honest. You gain 1 weakness from water, which really didn't even need to be gained, but whatever. This typing, I really don't have too much to say about it. It's definitely shown itself over the years as one of the dominant typings, especially with Slowbro and Slowking carrying it. So that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next typing, which would be the Ghost Grass typing. Let's see. What am I doing? Grass. Ghost. It really doesn't matter how I put it in, because they keep the same spread anyway. This typing, I believe, only is Pumpkinboo's typing. Who else has it? Pumpkinboo. I think Pumpkinboo's the only. Oh, Trevenant. So there were 2 Pokemon that had this typing before Sun and Moon. Now there will be 3. This Pokemon obviously both used defensively, because of it has, between its immunities and its neutrals and its resistances, it really doesn't get taken out by too much. Fire is a weakness to it. Flying, Ice, Ghost, Dark. So it has a good 5 weaknesses. But this typing tends to be given to very defensive Pokemon. So a lot of these weaknesses kind of get nulled out, and you kind of need to buff up to take it out. So I don't think that it's really a concern, these 5 weaknesses, not for this typing. And then 2 times weaknesses. 2 times weaknesses, super effective hit is always nice, but 4 times always better. You're dealing with a defensive mod. You're looking for that 4 times hit, or that very, very powerful 2-time hit to take it out. On to the next one. Fire Dark. Anybody who knows me, I am the Dark Trainer guy, so Dark is my favorite typing. Dark Fire was originally Houndoom's typing. I don't think there is anyone other than Houndoom to carry it. This typing is nice. It has 1 immunity because of the Dark typing. It has a good amount of resistances and a good amount of neutrals. It's notably been given to offensive Pokemon, because Dark and Fire are both very offensive typings. It retained its weakness to ground and water, of course. It picked up the weakness to fighting. Oh, and it kept its weakness to rock. So to be honest, this typing definitely is a better offensive typing than defensive. In Sun and Moon, it's been given to a very defensive starter. I'm hoping that it can shine through and at least make it to NU or UU, but I don't really see it ever touching OU because its weaknesses are just too common. Fighting is just too common. Ground is too common. Water is too common. So I don't see it making it too far with as slow as it is. But I still have to be proud for it because it is a dark typing. It is going to be on my team. I tend to try to make things like that work. I'll see how I can make it work, but it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting once I get a chance to get to it. Then we have the next one would be Water Fairy. Water Fairy. And Water Fairy is now given to two new Pokemon. The starter and a legendary. Both have Water Fairy. Water Fairy is a great typing. It is essentially a better Melodit. Melodit is pure water. It's pure water. So it carries the weakness to electricity, grass. Now, the reason why I say it's better is with the fairy typing attached to it, it now gains a resistance to bug, dark, a immunity to bug, dark, and fighting. So that's an immunity instead of a neutral, and then it gains the immunity straight to dragon. Yes, it gains the weakness to poison, but both Pokemon that have gotten it seem to be very defensive Pokemon, so I don't really see poison being a total threat. I think electricity is going to be the major threat. Reason being, electricity moves tend to hit a lot harder, and a lot of the electricity mons tend to have sky high special attacks. If you're hitting this on a physical side, there is also a good amount of physical electrical Pokemon. Not as many electrical options physically, but it definitely can be done. On to my next typing, which would be Ground Steel. Ground Stizzle. This typing originally was only to Steelix, I believe. I think Steelix was the only Ground Steel type. We have another Ground Steel type now. I can't think of his name right now, but I know we have another one. There's a reason why I said it was revisited. Basically, we have another Ground Steel type. The Ground Steel typing is a great typing. Anytime you add Steel to something, you completely just overdo it. With the Ground Steel typing, you now have 2 immunities instead of 1 because Steel typing. Unless you're dealing with my boy Stelandit. Stelandit doesn't care about none of that. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 neutrals and 1 4 times neutral to rock. Then you have 4 resistances. Then you have 4 neutrals. You have a weakness to ground, fire, fighting, and water, which is not too bad to have those weaknesses. Fire and water are definitely common. Fighting, definitely common. I think they're all common. But typically, this looks like a very defensive mon. Like I said, ground types and steel types are notably defensive Pokemon. So if they give this typing to something, it's definitely meant to be a wall. So I think it could be able to combat its counterparts. Its enemies. You know what I mean? Okay, on to the next typing. This typing here, I have to say, was one of the most shocking typings that they revisited. I didn't expect them to revisit this typing, but they did. It's wait a second. Did I mess up? No. I didn't mess up. I thought I messed up. It's the electric fairy type. Dedenne has the electric fairy type. This typing is a defensive typing. It should be. Dedenne is a very offensive Pokemon, even though it barely has any good special attack, but it's very offensive. You can't really use it defensive. It does get a lot of shenanigans, though. But yeah, it does resist a lot. I didn't realize how much this typing resisted. It only has 2 weaknesses. It loses its weakness to steel because of the electric typing. This is actually a great, given to the right Pokemon, this could be a really crazy defensive typing, given to something with like sky high defenses. I'm a big fan of defensive Pokemon. I love a good defensive wall. I love having me 2 solid walls on my team. That's how I run my teams, solid walls. So let's the way that I gather this is what's the new Pokemon that has this electric? It's called Tapu Koko. So basically, this is gonna be a very offensive mod. I see it. It looks frail. I don't see defenses on it. It looks frail, but I think all of them are slow. But it doesn't really matter. So on to the next one. This is the last typing, the last new typing that they revisited. And this typing originally was only given to, I believe, Chandelure is the other one. The Fire Ghost typing. This has actually been given to an Alolan Pokemon, which nobody saw coming. Cubone. Was it Cubone? Marowak? I think it's Marowak. Alolan Marowak. Typing is strange because he lost his ground typing completely. And now he looks more like what he should have, given his lore of being a ghost type. He has 2 immunities based off the ghost typing. A lot of resistances. Fire, grass, ice, poison, steel, fairy. So he just does work. He picked up the dark and ghost weakness. He picked up the water, ground, and rock weaknesses. So he has 5 weaknesses. But he looks like a very offensive Pokemon. I think his stats are pretty much the same. I'm not sure. I need to really take a time and look at the stats. But that has not been released yet. But I'm pretty interested to see how this typing matches up. It looks like a very offensive typing, but on a slow Pokemon, I don't see it doing too much. He's going to need a lot of defenses to withstand to live with such a typing like this. But you know, I'm Dark Gas. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Get this video going. You know what I mean? I'm thinking. Let me know in the comment section. Do I need music in my videos? See, originally I used to have a lot of music playing in my videos, but I stopped. The reason why I stopped was I've had people write my comment section saying that the music was distracting and things like that. So let me know if I should put some music back in my videos, if it's too dreary to not have the music. So this is Dark Gas. I'm going to get up out of here. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. You know where I be at, on my fingers tweeting. I don't tweet a lot. I don't really tweet a lot. But I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. Have a nice day.